dimensions, and if you remember on the last video, it was a make or break sword video. Well, unfortunately, we did break it. The water quench did not go well. So I have all the furniture made, I got the handle made, I got the rayskin in the mail, I even got the wrap for the handle, but I have no blade. So I decided to go ahead and reforge the blade to the dimensions in the handle, at least, as the old blade. And I'm going to use this brand new piece of spring steel. Not exactly sure the type of metal that it is, but I do know it is a brand new piece of spring steel. It actually came in a lift kit for a truck I used to own, and I never used it. It was an add-a-leaf helper spring. So it's coming in at about 3/8 of an inch thick and probably 2 1/4 wide. About nearly 2 1/2 wide, that's inches. So I'm gonna get this in the forge and start squishing it down, drawing it out, and yeah, I'm gonna make me a sword. I want to use up all this furniture I got made, and I just want a functional sword. So this is a personal project and just something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Blade breaking was a real disappointment, but entirely all my fault because the steel that I used was kind of an unknown tool steel. So, you know, if you're willing to put the time and energy into mystery metal, you know, go for it. Sometimes it pays off, but most of the time it does pay off. But yeah, every once in a while it doesn't. So, but I think with the spring steel, I think we're not going to have any issues. I'm going to go ahead and it'll be oil hardened. That's why I made this quench tank to start with a few months ago. I knew eventually I'd be, you know, trying my luck at a sword, and I needed something I could quench it in. The only problem I'm going to have with this is I'm going to have to figure out a way to temper it. So yeah, we'll figure something out. Shouldn't be too bad. I can temper it in this if I need to, or torch temper it, or yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, it will have to be tempered. So, but spring steel is pretty forgiving, especially in the heat treat. So it will oil harden, you know, quite nice. So I'm actually just kind of battling and stalling because I know once I start on this, I'm going to be hammering on this thing for a long time. So let's go ahead and get started on it. I just bring you in periodically. You know, I'm not going to video everything. You know, probably these videos starting off, and incrementally I'll bring the camera back in just to kind of show progress, and yeah, wrap the video up hopefully with you know, a rough dimension or shape. So stay tuned. Yeah, so just to kind of give you an idea how cool this thing was going to look, go ahead and show it to you. Got that stamp made for that Fuki? I already forgot, whatever. No, Kashira, sorry. I already forgot. 1 week without fooling with it, I forget everything. And you know, the handle, it turned out really nice. Everything lines up real nice. And then this is the Fuki, the Suba, and the Seppa, Habaki. Everything fit really, really nice. So this handle was ready for rayskin and wrapping. And the blade, it was going to have a beautiful Hamon line, and then so yeah, I want to reuse everything from my thumb to my finger here. So this is all ready to go, but that was no bueno. So I'm gonna get started and stop procrastinating. Here's some more procrastination. This is actually a special order for a customer on Etsy. These are over the fence hooks that are going to hold a planter that she had made, and the planter looks like a picture frame, and the plants are growing in it like it looks almost like a picture or a painting, but the plants are growing in a vertical frame of sorts. It's actually really cool. But yeah, these hooks are designed to her spec too, to hold the frame she made, so figured I'd just share that. Alright, let's get this thing started. Ugh. I'm gonna be here a while, and my poor arms are gonna be tired tomorrow, so well, let's quit crying, get us fired off.
Let it rest. Let it rest. It worked so hard today. We're gonna let it rest.
All right, so take a minute to tell you where we're at. So I think I have this hammered out into a workable piece that I'm going to be able to work with my 3-pound straight beam. I've been swinging the 6-pound short handle sledgehammer all day. To get this to this point, I got a little 3-pounder just wasn't moving this stuff fast enough. And I didn't want to be out here for 3 days with that thing. So I sucked it up. I got the 6-pounder. Oh, my forearms are killing me, but I've been at it since 1 o'clock, and I estimate it's probably around 6 o'clock right now. So that's 5 hours to get to a usable billet. I still got a lot of upset on the edges I gotta get rid of. That's no big deal. I started the taper on the tang, which will help me out in the future. So I got probably another full day of forging, stretching it out, thinning it down. The last blade was 31 inches, and it was pushing the limits of my forge there. I just couldn't get the last, I don't know, probably about 2 inches to critical temperature. And after I did quench it in water and had that catastrophic failure, after I did some testing on it, after I was messing around with it, I did find that the tip didn't even harden. So it's like the last 2 inches. Well, it's kind of weird because one side of the tip seemed hard, other side of the tip did not. So I don't know. So I would probably say the last 2 inches of that blade was in question as to whether it was even hardened, but the rest of it was plenty hard. So in this blade, I'm going to shoot between 26 and 28 inches. I'm still going to stick with the 11-inch handle, which is pretty much typical for a katana. And usually a katana comes in around 28 inches. On the long side, what I was trying to make the first time was an O-katana. I just thought it would be neat to do something a little bit longer. But I did, after getting it forged out for the heat treat, it did seem kind of unwielding. So it was, yeah, that extra 3 inches was, it made a huge difference in how it felt. So I'm going to shoot for around 26 inches to 28 inches. Anywhere in between there I'd be happy with. Right now I'm probably still at 3/8, which is the original thickness, but obviously it's a lot shorter and a lot longer. So next I'm going to start stretching it out and thinning it down as I go. But that's going to be for another day. I'm going to knock off here. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to, get something going as far as, I'm not going to film this whole build because it's going to take forever, but I do want to use all those pieces that I've already got made because a lot of them turned out really nice. So, and yeah, I'm just going to stop babbling and let y'all go. Remember, if you're interested in any kind of blacksmith stuff, you can go to my Etsy channel at Metalman Productions. It's on Etsy, and you can check it out, browse around, throw a comment in there if you want. You don't have to buy anything. Just the Etsy channel is not to get rich, but it does help pay for the hobby. So I think I'm about breaking even, and I'm happy with that. I don't have to dig into my personal finances to keep this hobby going, and the Etsy channel just kind of helps me break even. Buying abrasives, sanding belts, buying propane, most and foremost, buying sandpaper, stuff like that, epoxies. Epoxies up to $22 for the big bottle of the 2-part epoxies up to $22. It's crazy, and I'm surprised propane's still hanging in there, relatively affordable. but it is. It's up probably about 50 cents over a couple of years ago. So I don't know what it's going to do this winter. But yeah, I mean, you want to help out, support, help me keep breaking even, you can check out my Etsy channel, Metal Man Productions. And I think if you're searching for stores on Etsy, you have to type it in with no spaces. So that would be Metal Man Productions, no spaces. And then it's going to ask you if that's a store, and you should select yes, and then it'll take you to my store. Otherwise, it'll take you to all this weird stuff. So I'm going to quit babbling, and I'm going to end this video here because I'm bushed. I'm done. I've been out here for 5 hours. I'm tired. So I'll pick this up again tomorrow. I don't know if I'll film any of that, but if I do, I'll see you then. If not,